Well, yeah, like I said, I thought we did a lot of good things, and we're certainly not going to. I almost feel like sometimes the media wants you to apologize for a victory. I mean, a victory is a victory. We felt pretty good about a lot of things. I don't really believe you get a true perspective until 3 or 4 weeks into the season. I don't think for sure one game can't give you great perspective, even a couple. And it's not till later into the season, weeks 3, 4, 5, that you really start to find out who you are and what you do well. Yeah, his debut at corner was very good. Did a lot of good things. He's going to get his opportunity to start. He's still a two-way player. He's still going to play some receiver as well, but it's been a reversal, whereas up to this point he was primarily a receiver and playing corner secondarily. It's reversed now. He's primarily a corner and playing receiver as a secondary position. He missed out on that, but he certainly made up a lot of ground in the game with the big plays on the returns. Still, his stamina is not where it needs to be. He's still getting that part down, with the altitude and the fast tempo that we're playing at. He was nowhere near ready for that at the very beginning. He's getting closer now. He will get more carries. Yeah, he was very productive. Was he 7? I think both him and Bubba were over 7 yards a carry. But Devontae really did some good things. He caught that screen pass and took it 50, 60 yards up the sideline and made some nice runs. And so he definitely will be more of a factor this week. They're an athletic team. I know they didn't fare very well against the Trojans, but they do have good players. They've certainly got all our attention, all our respect. Needless to say, they've won, 20-plus games over the last 2 years, or 20 games over the last 2 years, and essentially 1 game away from a BCS last year. So even though last week was not real competitive for them, we fully realize how good they are, and they're well coached, and they got plenty of good players. So we will need to play our best football. We got them at our place, which is a plus. Had the game on Thursday, which gave our guys a little bit more time to rest and heal up. We'll get back on the field today and start preparing for Fresno State. Hopefully not with our run defense. That's the thing that irks me the most and irks us the most is the porous run defense. And I've addressed it. We've addressed it. And other than that, not bad. I thought our offense was explosive. Made a lot of plays. 1 turnover, 1 too many, but still took pretty good care of the football. Made a bunch of first downs, scored a bunch of points. Special teams was solid, made some big plays there. And defensively, against the pass, we were pretty decent. Gave up a few balls, but the real glaring negative from the game was the run defense, and we got to get that fixed. And Fresno actually ran the ball very effectively against SC. They had a back that had just about 100 yards and about 160 yards overall rushing, which against that SC front 7 is pretty darn good. Guys not in the right gaps, so it was more assignments rather than personnel in wrong positions and so forth. It was missed assignments and not canceling gaps that needed to be canceled. And so it's just, it's not a real difficult fix. All you got to do is get in your right gap. And so we'll work hard this week in making sure that happens. It's not like we're getting manhandled. I guess when we weren't getting manhandled, it was more assignment errors. For both, they're still listed as poor, and neither of them had a whole lot of success throwing the ball against USC. The numbers weren't, I'm sure indicative of how good of players they are. SC secondary is really active, and the front is tough, so that's a tough matchup for most teams in the country. But we expect to see them both, and we'll prepare accordingly. We want to avoid 3 and outs. The worst thing that can happen to a high-tempo offense is 3 and out and get the defense back on the field 45 seconds later. So as long as we can avoid the 3 and outs, we'll take touchdowns just as fast as we can get them. And we hope it happens for us, and I'm sure Fresno hopes it happens for them. And so we're both going into week 2, so that really is a wash. But I think you're going to see both teams dramatically improve between weeks 1 and 2.